Here now is Republican Congressman Diane Black from Tennessee. She's also a member of the Budget Committee and the House Ways and Means Committee. Good to see you again, Congressman. Let me just ask, the president today said he is the negotiator in chief on all trade deals. Don't be distracted by what's going on with his team. But some people are kind of distracted between what he said on Sunday and what he's saying now. Are you clear on where he stands on trade?
Here's what I'm clear about, is the president said he's going to put America first. And he is the first president in a very long time that is willing to stand up to these other countries where we are having unfair trade practices and say, we're going to sit at the table and we're going to negotiate. And he is a strong negotiator, and I'm glad he's at the table.
Oh, I'm glad he's there. Frankly, I don't think there's a better negotiator in the country. However, look what he said on Sunday about ZTE. This is the second largest telecom company in China. It employs tens of thousands of people. It's out of business right now because of U.S. sanctions against it, because they were trading with our enemies and everything. And on Sunday, he said, President Xi of China and I are working together to give massive Chinese phone company ZTE a way to get back into business fast. Too many jobs in China lost. Commerce Department has been instructed to get it done. Well, now he's saying once again that they're bad actors. So on ZTE, it's very hard to get a clear direction from the president.
And I think that's what makes him such a strong negotiator, is that he sits at the table, and at one time he may say one thing, another time he may say another thing, but at the end of the day, he's putting America first. And that's what I like about him, is that he's going to make sure that the deal that is done is going to benefit the United States, because for too long we've had trade deficits all around the world, and it is about time we had a strong leader to stand up and say no more.
They've been stealing our intellectual property.
Yes.
They've been reversing a whole lot of stuff they've been doing bad. But there's also a question about the team, the trade team that the president has. Some of them believe in open free trade. Others believe that should be really delegated down to what is fair trade and nothing more. Here's what Larry Kudlow, the chief economic advisor of the president, said about that early this morning. Take a listen.
We have a very strong negotiating team. That doesn't mean there aren't occasional differences in tactics and so forth. I get all that. But I will say this. There's a lot of misreported, gossipy stuff.
Is it gossip, or is there a real split in the team, the trade team that the president had?
I think one thing that I have found from the president, and working with him on tax reform, I found this, is that he wants all different views in the room. And that again, is a good thing in my opinion. I like that. I like to sit around the table and listen to the different views. But at the end of the day, the president is the negotiator, and he will be the one to negotiate the best deal to make sure that America is put first.
You know what? Melissa just made a great point. When we were in break, she said, follow the business people in the administration, not the academics. I don't think you can go wrong if you do that. The president believes in business. Business works better than academics or, no offense, bureaucrats. Agreed?
And who knows business any better than he does?
Right.
I mean, he's been a very successful businessman.
Yeah.
I think that we'll leave him to negotiate, and he'll do a good job for us.
Congressman Black, I certainly hope so. Thank you very much for being here. Pleasure to see you again.